Hi everyone. In today's session, let us understand what exactly a Brahmastan is, and let us actually understand the basic fundamentals of Brahmastan. All right, because Brahmastan itself is a huge, vast subject that you'll have to cover. We have Brahmastan, we have Mamstan, but there are multiple things that we can actually learn in Brahmastan itself to understand how planning of spaces and designing in spaces can be done, keeping in mind that we do not disturb the actual, what you say, attributes that is associated with Brahmastan. So, firstly, let me give you a small introduction of how exactly the name Brahmastan came into existence, or what is the history behind how it has been come up to. Now, if you guys have read the Vedic or the previous mythological stories, the whole universe is said to emerge from a lotus that emerged from Brahma, the Lord Brahma. So when a lotus emerged from Brahma, the entire universe was created, and that is why the Brahmastan, or the central part, or the stomach area, the navel area, is said to be the source of energy, the core of energy, and the vitalness for the entire existence to actually happen. So this flower lotus is basically emerging from Brahma's navel. So Brahma's stan is basically Brahma the Lord, and the position at which Brahma actually made the lotus emerge from his navel to create such a wonderful existence is what and why we call it as the Brahmastan, and why we say that this is the place where most of the energies actually lie, and this is the place where it is the center or the core of all the forces that are there. All right. So coming into more details, what exactly is Brahmasan? Like I said, it is the center of the house, the place where the Brahma sits, the center of the house, where all the energies of the house emerge from. All right. This is also an energy, generator. This is where the entire flow of energy is responsible from the core. And that is why this is the middle point of any space that you take, even if it's a rectangular, square plot, irregular shape plot, whatever it is. Once you're able to actually detail and kind of figure out the center of the area, the center of the entire space, that is your Brahmastan. So, this is just one of the major basic things that I wanted to run regarding Brahmastan. There are other things that individually what can be placed, what cannot be placed, that we'll cover in the future sessions. But to give you a very basic understanding, since the Brahmastan is a very sacred space, which is basically focusing on the energies or the entire energy force of the space, one, do not keep anything that is having churning motion, or that anything that is making any circular movements. So washing machine, mixer grinder, aquariums are a big no in the Brahmastan area. Red and green color is best to be avoided. Like I said, since green color is mentioned, keeping plants in this space is also best to be avoided. You can have an open courtyard in the center of the space, but avoid keeping plants in this. You can just keep an open yard or something like that, but avoid anything that is churning in motion, and red and green colors in general. Of course, there are other multiple things that you can understand in Brahmastan, whether walls can replace staircase. That is a whole other bandwagon that we'll be covering in the upcoming sessions, but this is the basic funda of it. The next thing I want to talk about is the basic elements that you can actually keep in a Brahmastan. So, of course, white being a neutral color, white can be placed in the Brahmastan. Yellow, blue, and gray colors can also be used here. Objects, like I said, since this is the field of energy where it's generated, or where the highest amount of energy is actually there, it's best to keep the space open, airy, ventilated, and light. So, preferably light furnitures can be placed here, but try to make sure it is as vacant, and less mass or volume or any space that is adding a lot of weight to is best avoided. Like I said, white is one of the best colors because this is the color which is neutral, can be placed in any space of the house. So, white is one of the best colors. Other than that, if you want to actually go into meditation, or if you want to keep a meditation room, this is one of the best places, because this is where you can connect to the source, the energy source, because this is where the vital, what you say, the entire energy is where it's actually sitting. So this is the best places to have a meditation area in your house.